Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the people who are living in different parts of the universe. And today, this live stream is I'm gonna interview Dee Dee Wills from um she is African woman, and then since she is not yet arrived in live stream, so I'm gonna ask I'm gonna answer your question. You can ask me question and I'm gonna answer to you. Actually, today here in Lapu-Lapu it's holiday. It's because it's Lapu-Lapu City is celebrating Kadaugan sa Mactan. Kadaugan sa Mactan, it means every year anniversary during the Mactan battle. I mean, yeah, Mactan battle. Fight in Mactan since 1521. So, and now it's because it was April 1521. So now Lapu-Lapu City is celebrating Battle of Mactan fight between Lapu-Lapu against Magellan, the Spaniards people. So in Mactan Shrine, close to Mactan New Town, there will be a big celebration because there will be an reenactment program there to show how Lapu-Lapu fights during Magellan's time. And I will do my best for to go there so that I can take a video. And later on this afternoon, there will be also another event because battle of the battle reenactment will happen this morning. I think at around 10 in the morning or maybe 10:30 in the morning, and then on the afternoon there will be also another program like street dancing, like Sinulog, but it's another way. So it that street dancing is the participate on that is different barangay where is belong to Lapu-Lapu. So they participate on that. Not exactly each barangay, but there will some barangay who participate on that, and I hope Dede Wells will come on this live stream, but it's okay. If you have some questions, I'm gonna ask you. And in Mactan Newtown, I think I'm not sorry exactly Mactan Shrine. There will be quite a lot of people now here because before the reenactment happened, there will be a parade for all the government employers, teacher, and barangay captain, barangay officials, SK people, or yes, and then also and ordinary people can go there. And I think the street dancing parade, I don't think so if it's a contest. But people here last year or last year there was an event here called Rampada. So it's a street dancing, but it's a contest with different barangay. So if you have question on me, you can ask question on me, and I will answer your questions. And I don't think so if how many years now about celebrating um Mactan battle fight. I think I don't think I don't remember exactly. When I will be in Mactan Shrine, I will know. I will know if how many years celebrating here. Paulson, Sharon, did your guest cancel or send communication? No, I already sent her the link since after I contact her, and I sent her the link immediately at the same day, and then she never say anything or cancel, and I sent her again at today for begin, but I don't receive yet her answer on my email. And here's one. Adam. Hi Sharon, you're so gorgeous, girl. I have a huge crush on you. Okay, Michael Alexander. Hello everyone. Hi sir, thank you for watching. Juan Quinones. Hello Sharon, nice to see you. Ken Hedy, hi from Recman Tennis USA. Hello, thank you for watching. Yeah, one Kings. It should be nice. Yeah, because during Battle of Mactan, or we call that here Kadaugan sa Mactan, um they show the exactly what happened during the fight when it was the Lapu-Lapu and Magellan's time. So their costume also is the same. Their costume also is the same, and then they make the reenactment in the place where that fight belonged long time ago. So it will be in Mactan's Rhine because that's the place where uh Battle of Mactan happened when it was Lapu-Lapu times. Okay, GM Sharon from All Roberts. Good morning, Sharon from EU. Hi. Okay, what happened? One Quinones, must festival are fun. Yes, must our festival here are fun, especially kadaugan sa Mactan. So this memorial battle takes place this weekend. Yeah, it's a holiday here in Lapu-Lapu, no class. Paul Simpkins, I saw Dede Wells on Solo Traveler and she is from Nigeria. Ah, okay, she is from Nigeria. Okay. Leigh All Roberts in Aussie has celebrated Anzac Day, 25 April. Yeah. Here it's every April 27. Yeah, April 27 because the fight of Mactan before happened on April 15, 21. So hello, Miss Lapu-Lapu, Oklahoma, USA here. Hi, thank you, MWG. Okay, if you have any question on me, just ask me question and I'm gonna answer on you while waiting my guest to come. And I hope she will come. Hey, they all Roberts. Okay, Sharon. I'm gonna excuse for a minute because I'm gonna switch on my air condition because it's warm. So wait. Good day there, Sharon. In Pearl Bank here. Did you hear Did you hear what I sent you? Yeah, I didn't yet check, sir, but I will check. Okay, wait, I'm gonna message her again. Okay. Awesome. Sharon, did you tell her you waiting loves your message? Message again. Yeah, I already messaged her and I hope she will answer. And yeah, maybe when I mean I will do my best for to go to Mactan Shrine for to coverage or make a video on there. I hope. And then maybe I will go there with Laura because she asked me today if I will go out and go to Mactan Shrine, and I said yes. And then she wants to come with me and also some of her classmates. And if you ask me question while I am waiting with her, you can ask me question. And I would like to say thank you for still continue supporting my channel and watching my videos. And I'm gonna say thank you again to those people who helped my mom's operation. Thank you so much. More blessings on you to come. Okay. MWG, how is your day? Is it morning there? Yeah, my day is good, and actually sometimes it's difficult for us to sleep night because of warmth. And now here, even if it's 8 in the morning, but it's still warm. It feels warm. Even I go to the shower quite early, and then after I dress up, I am sweating. It's because of warmness. Because it's summer here. Okay, I think she answered. Okay, wait, because she answered my email. She thought that it was Wednesday. Okay. Okay, she answered my email and then she didn't realize that it's today here in the Philippines because of the time difference, so we didn't understood to each other. Okay, Sharon, have you decided on dating again? I saw your interview with a regular guy. Um, I'm gonna think about it. Okay. Paul Samkin, Sharon, have you decided on dating again? I saw your interview with a regular guy. Yeah, maybe. I don't think so. Maybe I will start because maybe I'm ready or I don't know because I'm scared. Okay. What's this? Roa SML and conversation BM discussion. Hi, sir. Thank you for the super sticker. I will be going to college Monday. I plan on buying place in the Philippines with my step. And how much do beach resident cost? It's very expensive, sir. It's very expensive here if you buy beach residence. It's very expensive. Even you buy a house inside the subdivision, it's expensive. It's a few expensive. But maybe you can find a beach place or beach residence which is lower. Yeah, but mostly it's expensive now here in the Philippines, the properties. MWG, we are still having false snap. Should be raining, but pretty dry here. Yeah, here it's very, very hot. Ace Bachelor call is watching. Hi, sir. Thank you for watching. Lay all Robert Sharon. When I was there in Lapu-Lapu, last 2 showers a day because of high humidity. Yes, very high humidity here. Especially now, it's because summer. So, I apologize that she is late because she forgot about the time difference. We didn't understood the time difference between us. So she will come. That's why before I don't use or own my air condition here in my room often, but now I switch on often. It's because of warmness, especially during the night. It's warm. It was 93 degrees in Florida, but it didn't seem hot because not much as humidity. But here it's very, the humidity kills you. Albert had, hi Sharon, nice to be able to watch you live as I usually watch the recording the next day. Hi, Sir Albert. Thank you for watching. Juan Quinones, I heard about head stroke in Lapu-Lapu schools. Not exactly in Lapu-Lapu, but I think it was in Cordova. Cordova is part of Cebu, yeah. But yes, there was a students there who was collapsed. It's because of the heat. It's because of the warmness. And actually, I'm gonna tell you this that maybe next week I will go to our island because I will bring their tree selling fund because I decided to give because one of a family close friend of us, a teacher in our island, one of a teacher in our island, and then she sent me message. She tried to ask me favor if she can solicit May a three selling fan for to put in her classroom because they feel so warm. And then her classroom don't have enough selling fan. They have only two selling fans. So he tried to ask favor on me if I can donate, or he said to me, Sharon, can I ask favor if I can solicit selling fund because we feel so warm here inside the classroom. So, and then I said, yes, okay. And maybe I will purchase that selling fund next week and then bring it to our island so that it can helps a little bit to have air to the students because and our in the island, our school, in one classroom we have around 40 or 50 students. So yeah, I will bring, and then she told to me to bring it next week if possible. And then because they have their own the school have I mean the school on our island now have their own solar panel, so they can use just only selling fan because it doesn't cost so much electricity. And then it's yeah, so I will bring, and I said yes. And I can um I can afford it because it's not so expensive, so I say yes. And then she feel so happy because of that. Okay, Miss G Vlog. Hello, Miss Sharon. Hi, Mom. Thank you for watching. Okay. MWG, Oklahoma can be like in the summer months with just straight sand, not much humidity. Yes. Okay, one thing is hello, Miss G Vlog. Okay. Hello, my queen, my everything. Hi, Jimmy. Thank you for watching. Okay, Michael Jones. Hello, Sharon. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. We are all good here. One thing is, yes, I travel back and forth. Okay. Okay. Well, I am waiting up for you can ask me question. If you have questions, you can ask me. And maybe you can hear a little noise. Sorry for the inconvenience for that because two of my neighbors made a renovation on their house. Miss G Vlog, ma'am, pwede ko i-up diri ako link sa YouTube po. Yes, ma'am. Yes, really sure. You are welcome. You just write your YouTube channel and then I will show it on the screen. Okay, just put your YouTube channel. I hope it's not that hot for the festival. It's hot one it's hot, but most of the people wearing I mean bring umbrellas or hat, but even on that they feel warm again, but it's because they want to join the festival celebration, so it doesn't matter on them. Okay, Michael Jones, regular guy had some good story about Korea. Okay, thank you. Okay, is drinking water affordable there? Is water from the faucet generally considered safe? Here mostly no so much people now drink water from the faucet, because most of the people now drink water from the water refilling station, so they will make the water processing. That's the most of the people now drink here in the Philippines. Thank Miss G Vlog. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Yes, ma'am. You can write your put your YouTube channel link on the comments, and I will show it in the device. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Do you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me a moment. I'm checking my mic.
Okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi.
Jamie. Hi.
Okay. So everyone, this is my guest. This is my special and beautiful guest from the continent of Nigeria, and channel is Dee Dee Wills. Her channel provides information and her perspective and everything. Didi, thank you for granting my interview, and let's get started,
I
okay?
am so sorry. Honestly, I didn't know. I had no idea we had like a totally different day. I thought it
Mm,
was Wednesday today over there in the Philippines.
okay. Now, today is Thursday here in the Philippines,
Okay.
Thursday morning. Okay.
All right. Hi,
So,
everyone.
ma'am, okay. Ma'am, your YouTube channel is growing exponentially. Tell us the story of your channel, your content, and any other related information you would like to share.
Okay, so like she already said, my name is Didi, and I make YouTube content on African women and like things about Africa
Mm,
in general, everything Africa, because I still have like a lot of things I'm going to be doing in the future. But at the moment, what I do is promote African women, and then I do matchmaking for men who are interested in African single women. Then I connect them together, and hopefully, see where it goes. And then when I promote women, I'm trying to promote traditional African women to people. And also, I do things like I make videos in order to,
mm,
appreciate our African traditional values, our ways, the way we're brought up. Because, mostly I think a lot of Africans always feel like, oh, let us look up to the, Western world and appreciate, like, okay, we want to be like them. We want to have the things that they have. We are mistreated, in our homes. Some people have that thought and that mentality. So I kind of just want people to see, like to appreciate that tradition that we have, because not a lot of people
okay.
know how good it is that we have families.
Okay. And what is your marital status and age? Are you married with children, single with children, no kids, single, or in relationship? Did I miss anything?
No, I am married actually. I am 21 years old. Yeah.
Mm,
I
okay.
haven't been married for long. I think I've been married for about almost 2 years now. Soon be 2 years.
Ah, okay. And ma'am, you did a short video on Do Women and Men Think Alike. Can you summarize your message on this subject and explain how you arrive at your opinion or perspective?
Okay, so I think for the longest, when you're growing up as a child, like a young girl, most of the person, like the people you kind of get attached to, is firstly, is our mothers, since they are women, and you be in the kitchen with them, they teach you things,
Yeah.
you learn from them. So, and then your sister, like when you have sisters, like a family of ladies, you get more attached to the women of the family, something like that. So, with time when I started growing up and then like kind of interacting with men, I kind of got to understand that our mindset, the mindset of women, and the mindset of men, it's totally different. It's not the same at all because we as women, we are emotional beings. We are very nurturing. We don't think logically most of the time. Sometimes our emotions influence our decisions, things that we do, and then we kind of mix it up and think, oh, men think the same way, you know. Just like the example that I used, I say, okay, if a woman doesn't talk to, like, we overthink things. And sometimes some men are not like that. Like, they strictly go and just think, oh, this is what I want. Like, this is the decision I'm making. This is what I want done. This is what I'm going to do. So it's faster for men to make decisions. Unlike us, we would think and say, oh, what if this is not happening? What if this? So we are
Mhm.
not as fast. And also, when it comes to emotional attachment, like in relationship or just fling, a woman might actually, I'm going to be using, like, maybe she might be sleeping with a man, and then she's slowly getting like attached to that man. She might say, oh,
Okay.
I'm not having any emotional attachment to the man, but you are giving your body away in that sense.
Mm,
But for a man, he is not. You understand? He's not. He can totally not even have any attachment to that woman. He can go and sleep with over 100 women, and he won't feel anything for anyone. He'll just go straight, just do what he wants to do, and leave without even thinking about it. He won't sleep and be dreaming about what he did and cry over it.
mm,
But women are, we are not the same with them. So that is something that, after talking and communicating with men, I realized that the things that we worry too much about, things that we get emotionally deep into, men don't feel that way with it. They think
mm.
in a totally different way.
Okay. Mom, when my daughter will see you and especially your hoodie, she likes that. Hoodie is
Oh,
nice.
thank you. I actually had to rush and throw on something. Oh,
Okay,
thank you
because my
very much.
daughter likes hoodie, and
Oh, thank
especially
you.
oversized hoodie. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And ma'am, when you received my request for an interview, did you know anything or anyone from the Philippines, or did you look up my country and channel when accepting the interview?
Yeah, when you sent me the message, because I think I saw you on Chess channel. I watched the video with
Mm.
you and her, an interview. So I was like, oh yeah, I remember her. So I looked up your
Uh,
videos because I think I've watched your videos before. So, but I really don't know
okay.
anyone from the Philippines. But I'm watching a lot of videos
Okay.
about Filipino women, and I think you all are nice and good. Like, I think we have some values that are the same, like the traditional values.
Yes. And have you ever have planned to come over here or visit Philippines?
No, it has never really come to mind. But I think the Thailand, I think on TikTok I see a lot of videos that are beautiful, like with
Mm.
things, people who travel there for tours and the rest. So I think it's a very beautiful place that I would love to explore someday.
Okay. And that here in the Philippines, especially here in Lapu-Lapu, I saw some black women and black men who are going and university, especially
Okay.
aeronautics and medical. Yeah, I mean medicine.
Yeah, I didn't even know that you were going to school there. But yeah, black people are everywhere.
Yes. Okay. Have you ever traveled outside the continent? If so, where? If not, why not?
Outside the continent, I've traveled outside the continent of Africa, and I've traveled to a few countries in Africa, and I've traveled out of Africa to the United States. So I think that's the only places that I've been to. But I plan on traveling a lot later in life.
Okay. And ma'am, I have always wanted to visit South Africa or Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What a country or countries on the continent would you recommend for first time visitors and for foreigners seeking to retire on the continent?
Okay, going to Africa, I would say there are a lot of beautiful places. There are a lot of places that are gorgeous and nice. like everywhere, like there's something, always something to see, especially for a foreigner. You know, when you're going to places, you see new things. Very, very amazing place. But you know, the safety of a person who's coming from a totally different country is very, very important, because that's the first thing anyone who's traveling looks up online. So I think the best thing to do is go to countries like, you know, Africa has a lot of countries. It's best to go to countries that have a lot of foreigners going into it,
Mm,
because like when you go there, you know, at least those people, they're already used to foreigners. And then definitely for the foreigners to be trooping into those countries, it means that it's a saver for people. Like South Africa, it's very, very safe and good, like you said, like going to the city areas. Then when you're going to all these rural places that are not really well known, it is, I think, best thing to do is to research on it and make sure you don't go alone. You know, because if you don't even know how to interact with people, because most of the time in those rural areas they might not speak the general languages that we all understand. So you never know what could be happening, and there's dangerous places. But South Africa is a good place, many, many countries, but just go to the city areas. All the countries are good, and you can explore a lot of things, but go to a place that has a lot of people there.
okay. Is it safe to travel Africa? And what about Nigeria?
Nigeria, out, like I said, like going to Lagos.
Mm,
Lagos is our biggest city in Nigeria. Go to the city areas, those places that are largely known. It is best than like for a first
mm,
time traveler. So you won't kind of
mm,
ruin your experience. But for Nigeria, Nigeria has like a lot of issue with the airports. And for people who are not really used to, you know, too much trouble, I'm not gonna lie, coming from the country, I would say the
mm.
truth. Even we kind of struggle, because they still haven't amended the ways, you know, especially with you know, too much complications with visa and everything. It's kind of
Yeah.
much, it's much difficult than other East African countries. It is more easier to go to other East African countries than West Africa. But it is a nice place, just that you just have to keep in mind that it's going to be a little bit tough than what you might be
Okay.
used to.
Okay, there is a comment here. Miss G Vlog, she's beautiful. Yeah, I agree. Natural beauty.
Thank you.
Okay. Ma'am, there was a video on your channel advising Africans not to move to the USA. You agree? And if not, what
You're
is
breaking
your
up. I
opinion?
couldn't
And
hear
if
you.
not, what okay. Okay, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna ask you again. There was a video on your channel advising Africans not to move to USA, UK, Canada, Australia in 2023. Do you agree with the reasons given? And if not, what is your opinion on the section?
Um, I think, you know, mostly I would say for Africans, since I know how our mindset works, most Africans, I think they really will not take such advice. She was
Mm,
saying the truth about the whole situation of the country, you know, with the whole stuff are, and things are not the same like it was. There's inflation on a high rise, but people, mostly Africans, would not
mm,
believe. Most Africans, they would not even take that advice. They would be like, they want to go there and see it for themselves. Especially some of them would be like, oh, you know, our countries are not doing good, so we look up to this country, especially what the media portrays, like the whole inflation that and the trouble that some people might actually be going through.
yes.
They won't show it on the mainstream media. So it's something that
Mm,
only people who are experiencing it will be voicing out and be saying, oh, look at what we're going through, what we're actually going through. It's not all, you know, roses and all. But that is not what the people back home see. They see like a place that is steady, it's, everything is going well and is good. So they're not going to take that advice. They have to come and see for themselves. But I would say it depends on an individual again. Like it depends on how your mindset, what do you have planned? Do you have plans? Are you just gonna work and maybe invest back at home, do something to prepare for your future, like rather than just laying your egg in one basket? It's like, oh, I'm coming to this country and I'm just staying here. I'm not planning to do anything back with the maybe money, because sometimes, you know, they say the dollar go up far away, you know, compared to most currencies, all currencies. So if they have good plans to do something better with it back at home while they work, then it's good. At least you have plans rather than just coming and just dwelling on paying bills for the rest of your life.
Okay.
So that's my take on that.
And you
I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi. You kind of freezed for a second.
yeah, I think my Wi-Fi also is hello, 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 hello. Okay.
Okay.
You have content. Okay, you have content on your channel on why you should marry or date a woman from various regions or countries on the continent.
Yeah.
How do you gather your information and have you visited all the areas that you reference in these areas?
Okay, no, I have not visited all the areas that I've talked about, but I do wish to visit those places
Yes.
individually
Okay.
myself. But most importantly, before I make videos, because I do have, like they said, Nigerians travel a lot. Like we travel to
Mm,
various regions. There's really rarely any places you go to without finding Nigerians because our population is a lot. But so I do have like friends that travel to some countries, then to most countries that I talk about. So I hear out, I talk to them and then understand some things about the nature of the country they are in, like the women, how they behave, and then sometimes I
mm,
think some informations I get some information from the people, my friends that live there, and then I kind of check online again, to get like the photos of the women that live in those countries, since I do videos on countries that the women live in, their personality pretty
okay.
much. So that's what I do.
Okay. And ma'am, have you or would you date a man from another country or continent? If so, when? If not, why not?
From another continent. Oh well,
Yeah.
I'm already married, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Here in the Philippines, large or significant age gap between couples, especially if wed a foreigner, are widely accepted without any gossip or labeling. Is it common on the continent as well or only for the rich?
It's actually common for Africans a lot to
Ah,
get. I
okay.
think most of the time it's a normal thing, just like you said happens in Philippines. Because normally I would say naturally, young women get attracted to
Mhm.
older men that have stability. I think that's just the first thing, because
Yeah.
usually when women want to get married, they want a man who is like stable, financially stable. Not like, even if it's not financially stable, the person should just be
Mhm.
matured enough. Like there's this maturity and getting their life together. That person is ready to settle, because I don't think you
Yes.
can meet. There are some you can't meet a young boy and expect that boy to settle down. So the boy has to
Mm,
grow into being a man. You understand, and knowing that okay, this I'm ready to have a family, that type of mentality.
mm,
And sometimes
yes.
that type of growth kind of, men usually take longer to kind of get to that growth level, that years of wanting to settle down. So
Mm,
that's why women naturally just they look straight to who is, at that age, who is ready to settle
mm,
down. Someone, because once you just get to some certain age, they start telling you, oh, get married, find a husband, you should be somebody's
yes.
wife. So when you're searching, you're looking for someone who will be stable for marriage. So that is so
Okay.
it's pretty normal, like with the age gap. Sometimes that some men will even be in their 50s, 60s, and they'll marry women that are way younger than them. So it happens a
Okay.
lot.
Okay. Does entitlement, equality, and woman independence exist in African women like those in Western countries? Please explain.
Okay, so first of all, I'll say entitlement. I'm going to talk on entitlement. Entitlement happens a lot in Africa when it comes to, I would say entitlement when it comes to finance, because a lot of African women I would say they really care. Maybe some regions though, because we can't really, when we speak of all, some might get offended and be like, oh, they're not like that. But we can't say all the women are like that. But some women do have entitlement in Africa because some of them look up to the Western world, and not just because of the Western world. I think it's a character that is built up from society.
Mm-hmm.
They believe a man should they're entitled to a man taking care of them, like even if it's just
Okay.
a normal dating, or maybe he just meet them on the road and be like, hey, I like you. The next thing is, oh, I'm entitled to collect. You're supposed to take care of me. Then you start hearing things like girlfriend allowance, like I need money for my hair, I need money for my nails,
Mm,
all those type of things. And so it's like it's not something that they let. Sometimes they don't even let a man offer it. They just want to claim it. While some women
mm,
are actually, they don't believe in all those things. Some of them, they just like strictly, if they have whatever they have is their own, and they don't really care about what a man has, and they will love him for that. So that is one thing that we're grateful for, is like the amount of entitlement is not large that you say, oh, you can't find
mm.
a good woman. You will definitely find traditional good women, and at the same time, you find bad apples. Then for equality, African women, most of them, we don't believe in equality. We believe a man leads, because yeah, that's what they
Okay.
want. So a man is supposed to lead the home. Because growing up, like most of us, we have family. Like we grew up with our
Mm,
fathers and our mother, and we know a man is supposed to be the protector of the home. He's supposed to be the leader, and a woman
yeah.
is supposed to submit. Yeah, so that is just um something that just it's just natural. So mostly you're just gonna rarely find a few that would be like, oh, they want equality, and that's looking up to the Western world. Yeah, so but apart from that, many people they don't believe in equality. Then what's the last one you asked? Entitlement, equality, and what?
Yes. Independence.
Independent. Yeah, independence. Most most of those women that honestly, most of African women don't really they don't really believe in that independence,
Ah,
but it's
okay.
slowly penetrating. It's building up. Women are like, oh, we need to be independent for ourselves, because maybe when we are looking up to the man, then they're abusing us, they're doing this. So it's slowly penetrating where some will be like, you need to be independent and don't lean on any man for anything. You need to be strong. So it's something that's penetrating, it's slowly penetrating. But I'm hoping people really don't get that all over their head, because we can see
Yes.
the negative impact of it on other people's culture. Yeah.
Yes. And what would a typical date in your country consist of or be like if you were the woman on a date?
Well, I think for that question, I think it's an individual thing. There are some
Mm,
women who would want, I think everybody has what they want. Some people have what
yes.
makes them happy. Like some people just want to walk and on the like just go out, just walk around, go to any like fun place, play games, things like that. While some would want to actually go on a date in an expensive restaurant. So it's not something that I can just generalize. I think
Ah, okay.
individually we all have things that make us happy. What makes us feel like, oh, I'm getting to know this person. You understand? While some might be like, oh, they want to watch movies, they want to do things, just eat
Yeah.
home cooked meal. So it's totally different for everyone.
Okay.
What would the typical dates be for you?
Okay. There was a video on the subject, Why I Don't Blame My Husband for Cheating. Was this an entertainment episode or a real situation? Can you summarize this
Oh, I
video
think it's
for
it's a real
viewers?
situation. Mm-hmm. It
Ah,
happens to
okay.
her because some men, like some women, when they meet when they find out that their man is cheating, the first reaction is to go and like run up, try to hurt the
Mm,
woman that the man is cheating with. Which personally, I don't think is something that someone should do. Like if your man is cheating with another woman, go and meet your man. Like because I mean it was something that you both agreed on. So the person which is your partner, is someone you should go and meet and talk to. but don't go and address someone like the girl or the lady he's cheating with, because that person totally has nothing to do with you in that aspect. It has the person
Yes.
has something to do with your partner. So with that, like all those things, crazy stuff that some women will even go and try to fight that person. I do not. I don't think it's something that me I personally think is right. And she took a different approach, and it happened. She noticed that, yeah, maybe she's not measuring up to what he wants. You know how they say when women get married, sometimes they don't dress um as they used to before. Like they don't put in effort, they suddenly become like
Yeah.
lazy. And so like there's no need to try to impress, that type of mindset. So maybe she kind of looked at herself and held herself accountable, like maybe it's my fault. So the best thing that she thought of doing was, cooking his nice meal, the stuff that he loves, and maybe switching it up and changing her hairstyle. So yeah,
Okay.
at least she
Yeah,
saw
I
it in a
agree.
positive way.
Yeah, I agree what you said that when a single woman, like for example, she is sexy when she was single, and the
Yeah,
way she dress up is nice, and then after when they get married, bang, it's changed. Okay,
yeah,
I don't care what clothes I wear now because I just only stay at home. But they don't realize that their husband or their companion
yeah.
really wanted them to take good care of their self, to
So
dress up like before. Yeah,
yeah,
there
sometimes
are some
you
women
kind
are like
of
that.
you don't even know when you kind of draw back and stop doing what you used to do.
Yes.
And then you have to kind of constantly remind yourself that you're still like in a competition, because you feel like, oh, I've won, I'm the one who
Yeah.
is in the home. There's no need to dress up, but you have to like constantly remind yourself that, okay,
Mm,
you still have to be that person that he got attracted to in
yes.
the first place.
Yes. Are you familiar with the passport brother exodus to Asia and the African continent? What is your opinion on that subject?
um Okay, my opinion on that is, yeah, I'm familiar with it. I think it started happening around, was it 2022? Yeah, last year, right?
Yeah.
So I was I was seeing a lot of women coming and bashing the Asian women online, African American women. But with all of that though, I would say the men are exercising their option, but despite
Mm,
that, like there's still some men who have like good. It's kind of not a lot. It's not a lot to actually stand the ground, but some few men
mm,
actually have good relationship with their women in the country, like the passport bros in
mm,
America. But still, despite that, the numbers are not much. So because the men
mm,
are actually tired and fed up of the ways of the most of the women, they kind of decide to want to go and exercise their option. Because some men have never even traveled, or neither have they ever
yes.
thought of looking at another country and say, oh, there are other women there. Like rather than me dealing with what I'm dealing with constantly, maybe I should look outside. So I think it's a good thing, because apart from looking outside, most of the passport bureaus are not just doing it because of women. Some of them want to
Mm,
change country. They want to go to a different place. They want to explore other countries and see how other countries are. And I think it's a very good thing, because I mean, why would you live in this world and not get the chance to travel places and see how beautiful the world is? Because there are a lot of places. Sometimes people use all their life up, spend all their life working and working and working in
mm.
the same state where they were born. And I mean, it's a great thing to see people traveling.
Okay. What can passport brothers expect from African wife? Is it what they are trying to escape from or something different?
No. Who's gonna travel all the way like from from their country and then go deal with, especially the ones who have to even deal with immigration process, just to go
Mm,
and get the same person? Nah. So they are not gonna get the same thing, the same women that they are running away from. But at the same time, doesn't mean that those same women that they're running away from don't exist in the African continent. They exist in the African
mm,
continent, but there's a large number of the ones who are really traditional and hold their traditional values. So if the passport bros mostly go to Africa, they are gonna get a lot of women who are very submissive, who believe in
Mm,
letting a man lead, and most of them respect their men a lot. Like there's no combativeness or trying to
mm,
compete with the man and trying to be the same with the man. So that is something that is not you're not gonna get if you get a good traditional African woman, which, like I said, there's a lot of options to choose from. You go to every country, you will definitely find submissive women there, and they are marriage minded. Like you would notice most times you won't see African women coming online to say or ruin their reputation or saying different type of bad things about themselves or misbehaving too much. Like you won't see a lot of like a huge number of them doing that because our mindset is, if you ruin your reputation, if you're about to get married, you find someone who really likes you. If he sees all those madness online, how on earth is he supposed to even marry
yes.
you at the end of the day? So because of that marriage mindedness, that's why we still like we care about our reputation a lot. When we
Mm,
want to make decisions, we're like, no, I'm not gonna do this because what if this is gonna happen someday? So there are a lot of married minded women. There are women who want family. There are women who are ready to settle down. So men are not really gonna get the same type of women that they are living if they really check well and find traditional ones.
okay.
Yeah.
You and I have been on the Solo Traveler podcast and I watched your interview. What a message about African relationship did you try to details to his audience and make it reasonable? I mean, to make it resonate to his audience.
Okay, what I was trying to pass to them is our the way we were brought up. I think the my life with him was about how African women behave, like marriage, being wives, what is expected of us as wives. Like I've said before in the life, I think when you're growing up as a child, you'll be telling you you're somebody's wife. You should behave well. You're taught how to cook and clean. All those things are basic things you're supposed to learn in order to actually take care of your own home someday because your parents are not teaching you all those things for you to go and live alone by yourself. They want you to actually find someone. They want you to be with someone later in life, to be
Okay.
a mother to someone, take care of your children. All these things are basic things that are taught so that you'll be able to have your own family. Someday we grow up as adults, from children, you have to start them young. So those things are things we learn. And then being wives, we're expected to cater to our man, respect our man, help when a man wants to lead, you just let him lead naturally. You don't have to like try to stand in the way. He has to be the one because at the end of the day, if he makes decision for the home, he's making it for the benefit of you all in the family. So it's going to be for the good of his family. So we naturally just those are things that we were taught, and we watch our mothers take care of our fathers and be submissive to them and listen to them, respect them, and not like have all this crazy arguments over things that should not even escalate.
Agree.
So yeah, so those I think those were topic and things we discussed, and yeah.
Okay, I totally agree on that. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually know your husband as African American. How did you meet and what cultural issues, if any, you need to overcome or get used for to ensure a successful marriage?
Okay, we met online, so that was how we
Mm,
met. Then when we met each other, I think the cultural clashes for us was, it's something that slowly came on. Number one, I would say is because of from the country that I come from, Nigeria. I would say naturally it's kind
mm,
of moved in as a culture. Some things that we shouldn't make too difficult for each
mm,
other, like make things simple, just be straightforward. It's something that I would say I didn't really grow up with that much around my
mm,
surrounding. Sometimes we Nigerians, we just kind of make some things difficult when it shouldn't even be that difficult in the first place. So that was kind of like a cultural thing for him. He was like, see, like if I'm saying something, I'm going like I mean this. Let us just do this. Like this is what I'm saying. I mean what I'm saying. Then for me, it's like maybe you don't mean it, things like that. So there was a few
Okay.
cultural shock. I'm trying to think of them, but for now, I've totally adjusted to it. We've totally adjusted to each other. But I would say the first thing that helped with adjusting to cultural shock
Mm,
was, the way we approached it. It kind of caused a little issue. Sometimes you would just have like some arguments here and there because you're not
mm,
understanding each other on
yes.
certain things, especially when it comes down to like marriage, marital beliefs, all those things. But we approached it in a good way because we kind of understood each other. I think the first thing is learning to communicate about something.
Mm,
Like we communicated about it and didn't see it as a need to actually break the relationship, but to talk about it and see how we can compromise for each other. Um, like one thing about Americans, I noticed like most of them are very honest. Like African Americans are cutthroat. Like sometimes you know how we'll say some things to like feel good. Like, okay, I don't want to
yes.
hurt this person, so I'm not gonna tell you the truth directly. So one thing about them is how straightforward they can be with truth, even if it hurts you or not.
Yes.
I notice it's a cultural thing for them, and also play like the way they play. They will say some things like they'll insult you, and that is a way to play with you and make you feel comfortable. Like it means they are cool with you when they play with you and
Mm,
insult you. They could just say some things, and then when you're not used to it, you're sensitive. Like, oh, I'm not used to being told this. Like it's an insult to me.
okay.
So, so it kind of those things were cultural shock because at first when we met, I was being a little bit sensitive to some insult and not knowing that that's the way they play. You understand? That is how they interact with each other, and that's what make them like cool with each other. It means they like
Mm,
you. So, but I was like, so it's something that I had to adjust with and totally understand and learn. Okay,
mm,
this is how they interact, this is how we interact, and I can try to adjust to that that cultural thing. So yeah, so that's just how it is. It was with communication and everything totally went fine afterwards.
okay. And mom, since you are Nigerian, please tell us about the traditional Nigerian woman in terms of dating, relationship, and marriage.
Okay, the normal traditional beliefs of Nigerian women, I think it's the same with most African countries though. The first thing is learning to be submissive to your man. Mostly we respect our husbands a lot. But like I said, it's not everyone that does that. But for those that are traditional and believe in their traditional values, they respect a man, especially when you're raised right from your parents. Because sometimes I would say parents teaching actually goes a long way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So like if your parent taught you right, most of us are very, very submissive to our men. We respect them
Mm,
and we take care of a home, we take care of children, and all those home duties like doing like cooking, doing house chores, all those things, we do them. We take it as our responsibility to actually do that. Then when it comes to like heavy
mm,
stuff, repairs of the home, some certain things, we know, okay, all those things are something that a man is supposed to do. And as for dating, a relationship, a lot of women respect their men that they're dating. If
okay.
he sometimes, I think some even go as far as both in marriage and relationship, go as far as asking a man for permission before they go out or make some decisions in their life or do some certain things. You ask your man for permission to do it. Like, okay, I'm going on for this occasion or something. You let your man know, and if he's not cool with that, then you guys can discuss it, and you don't do it because he said you shouldn't do it. So certain things like that. But I would say it's something that is general for African women. Like we are trained that way. That is just the traditional
Mm,
market to put the man at the top, and then we the women we follow. Then that's just how it is.
okay. Do you like cook? What favorite local dishes do you recommend or try when in Nigeria? And do you cook Western and Nigerian food for your husband?
Okay, yeah, I cook Nigerian food here and there, but I'm
Mm,
learning different type of cuisine. Like there's different type of food. You know, sometimes you kind of get tired and bored with the same type of food you've been eating since as a
mm,
child, and then coming to a place especially with different type of food, like they have a different type of food, ways of cooking. I had to learn that
mm.
and start cooking that food, and also some days I'll cook our food, West African food, and here and there I'm learning stuff. I'm learning some Jamaican food and different type of stuff. It's very interesting to do. Like recently I've been
Okay.
trying to learn the food from Ethiopia. I'm trying to learn.
Okay.
And yeah, our food is very spicy actually. We have spicy food.
Okay.
We cook, we Nigerians, we eat spicy food a lot. So I had to, reduce that because my husband is not someone that like eating spicy food. He's not used to it. So I had to totally reduce that to a minimal level so we can both adapt to it. And now we're
Okay.
fine. Do you guys eat spicy
Okay.
food in the Philippines?
Yes, me, I like spicy food since I get pregnant with my daughter. Because before, I really don't like to eat spicy food, but when I get pregnant with my daughter, I feel that I really would like to eat spicy food. So when I get pregnant, all the food that I'm gonna eat, I really want spicy, so spicy. Until now, I like spicy because here at home, we always have chili, and then most of our vinegar is spicy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Yes.
I grew up eating spicy food a lot.
Mm, okay. And ma'am, who is the head of the household in Nigeria? The man or woman? Is the man the king or the woman queen king?
The man is the semi-god, actually.
Mm,
He is the leader of the house. That is the mindset we were trained with,
mm,
both in the society. Because on a normal ground, if a man does something, and a woman does the same thing, like the people that are judged, like when people do, a man does something bad and a woman does something bad, even as in a house, like maybe as siblings, you notice that the woman is being reprimanded. They'll actually complain to the woman and tell her, "Oh, why did you do this?" And as for the man, they're not even going to pay attention to him for doing
yeah.
some certain things. So mostly, men are actually put like on a higher level. Men are the leaders of the home. They are the ones we look up to.
Same here in the Philippines.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I said we have like almost the same. I think we have the same traditional
Mm,
values. And that's a
yes.
beautiful thing. We all have, it's not easy.
Okay.
It's very bad to not have all these traditional values, have like
Mm,
family. So it's a good thing that we do.
yes, exactly. And ma'am, do you have any question for me before we terminate the interview or any additional comments?
Okay. So let me see. What do you guys think about the passport bros? Filipinos.
Okay, Filipinas, sometimes you know that I didn't generalize this, but I just a little upset to all the Western women. Because we don't do anything to them. It's not our decision that they're meant to come over there. It's the reason also. They are one of the reason also why their men will come over to Asia and find a traditional woman. It's because of their behavior and attitude, because they don't treat their companion equally, and then they are not so traditional. Yeah. And then I just a little upset on them. It's because they insult Asian woman,
Yeah, I saw
especially
that.
Filipina woman. Yes, they insult Asian woman, that especially Filipina, that we are uneducated, we are prostitute, we are, yeah, something, yes, trash, garbage. And then we are garbage because we get the things that they dump already, but we take it. But they don't realize that that garbage, they threw it, it's very precious. So and then I told to myself that why they are blaming Asian woman. Asian woman doesn't do anything because us, we just only do our tradition culture, and then we do only what we saw to our parents, how to treat our companion or how to treat men.
Yeah, I think all the women who were doing like videos saying trashy things about the Asian women, I think it's totally they are bitter and angry,
Yeah.
and instead of them to kind of look at themselves and be like, oh, what am I gonna do better? Because I think
Mm.
most of the women who were complaining and saying a lot of bad things are the ones who are single. Because I'm very sure the ones who have their men and they are home and they have their relationship together and they have their values, they
Mm.
wouldn't complain or be online saying
Yes.
type of things. So instead of them to correct their ways and say, "Oh, what are those Asian women doing that is making the men go over there? Let me try to do that and change my personality." They're like, "No, instead we
Exactly.
want to insult them and make them look bad." To them, they feel
Mm.
like if they say something bad about you and the Asian women, then the men are going to be like, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't go over there." But it's not going to stop them. Like you're literally just showing them the reason why they left you. Like you're showing the whole
Mhm.
world that you're bad and you're not good at all. Because I was just hearing things like uneducated, and I'm like, how? What does education have to do with you losing your own man?
Yes, and you know that we already know that education is very important. But if you have education title, and then you act like that, you are saying something in the social media, so it seems like your education title is useless, because better that the people who are not educated, because of they have good behavior, but the educated woman, they don't have good behavior, they
Like,
want to share the bad and social media. Me, I don't like, I never been share what's my problem, or what I my friend. No, I don't like to share it.
yeah, their education has really not. They've proven that the education has really like done them bad because at the end of the day, they just
Yes.
come online and say bad things about a group of people, and it's like, why would you be doing that? Instead of you to cover yourself in shame or try to correct yourself, like do something better for your own self, rather than just coming online to say bad things. Because at the end of the day,
Yes.
they got disrespected by Filipinos. Like I saw a lot of videos clapping back, and they deserved it, like big time. So,
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna read first the comments here. Juan Quinones, hello, Dede Wells. Yeah,
hi.
okay. Mhm. Okay, I'm gonna search. Hi again, let me know. Okay, yes, Albert, I will let you know. And thank you for helping to the children of my island. So there is here Red Sleep Fox. Western women mostly bring up equality when it benefits them and ignore it when it doesn't. Yes. Okay. Hello from Philippines. Hello, Barry Ganyo. Thank you. And ma'am, do you have any question for me?
No, not really. I'm happy you brought me in here today. It was a great
Okay.
conversation. I appreciate you, and I love your
Okay.
content.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you also to be on my channel. And if ever you would like me to interview for your channel to hear a Filipino perspective and opinion, and then even about my life experience, just let me know, and I am welcome.
All right, I'll be
So
so glad to have you on. Thank you very much
yes.
for having me on here.
Okay. Okay.
All
And
right.
I wish that you will visit Philippines.
I'm gonna visit someday because of you.
Okay.
At least I have a friend
Okay.
now. Okay, I'll visit you.
Okay.
You
Just
be
let
my
me
host.
know.
All
Okay,
right.
just let me know. And if maybe you can have some friends that I can interview soon to my channel. just please let me know. And then, guys, thank you for watching. And I will put Mom Didi channel link in this video description. Please subscribe to her channel and my channel also. Thank you, Mom, pretty, beautiful Didi, for this interview. And
Thank
as
you.
well, you can interview me on your channel anytime. Just let me know.
All
So,
right. The video will be coming up
okay.
soon. Thank
Okay.
you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
And God bless everyone. Thank
All
you.
right.
Uh,